What's going on, everybody? How the hell are you doing out there? Johnny, Donald, what's going on? I see you, brothers. Got a couple of topics that we gonna get into today. I'm pretty excited about. Been doing my homework as usual. Man, all I can do is shake my damn head, man. The whole world's going upside down, ain't we? Shadow Tactics, I see you, brother. The whole world is upside down. We got vegans shooting up YouTube. We got Disney asking for abortion princesses. We got fucking race baiting going on. We got all kinds of shit happening. I hear a golden threat went off on somebody, calling him a cracker. Oh my God. Race baiting all over the place. Everybody's going to shit in a handbasket. We got Elon Musk saying we all got to drink the Kool-Aid to form with the machines. We got AI discussion. We got all kinds of shit popping off. So, here we motherfucking go. So the first thing is social media, you know. A lot of people, ever since social media came out, a lot of people are really unhappy. I don't know if you've noticed this, but the status checks, the commenting, the thumbs up, all this bullshit, all this mundane, you know, co-op activity where people are checking up on each other's lives. I'm gearing up for Friday and things like that. It's really destroyed how we as a group, how as a society, talk to one another, you know. When I look at people's in their eyes, you know, there's no clockwork going on up there. There's no life, you know. It's just unfortunate what's going on. Okay, let's ride. It's time to hit it. It's time to hit it. So, a lot of studies have been coming out for social media and how it's had an effect and a toll on society and life. And let me tell you what, man. Depression, anxiety, mental problems have been skyrocketing ever since the dawn of Facebook and the dawn of MySpace and shit like that. So let's go ahead and get into some of this. My boy Paul Joseph Watson put a lot of those stats and statistics together for me, so I don't have to. He's going to put it together. He's going to explain it all for you real quick. Let's get into this.
Before social media existed, is social media stripping us of our basic humanity, stunting our intellect, making us depressed, and irreparably damaging personal relationships? One of Facebook's earliest executives dropped a bombshell when he admitted that social media was programming its users and destroying the fabric of society.
I feel tremendous guilt. It literally is a point now where I think we have created tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works. That is truly where we are. Your behaviors, you don't realize it, but you are being programmed. It was unintentional, but now you got to decide how much
You got to decide how much of it you're willing to let go. You just heard him right there. The social structures are being busted down. I used to do this crazy thing back when I was younger. I don't know. It was called socializing. You know, when you would actually go outside, go down the street to your buddy's house, you know, knock on his door. Hey, bro, want to come out and play? You know, remember, I was back in the day when we put, you know, the playing cards inside of the bicycle spokes and ride around. You know, we'd actually go out to the playground, throw some damn frisbee around. You don't see that shit no more. You drive by the playgrounds nowadays and they're empty. You drive by the beaches nowadays and they're empty. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. And anyways, so this guy just kind of dropped a bombshell. Former CEO of Facebook says, I feel guilty because we accidentally created something that is destroying society. And he said it was by accident. But the problem is that in order to create this type of sensation or this type of addiction, you have to create a certain type of platform that's gonna cause what? Dopamine inside your brain. The same way you look at a Facebook text, the same way you smoke a cigarette, the same way it all causes the same effect, the same chemical compound in your brain, which is dopamine. So when you get that, you know, I love you text back, or you smoke that cigarette, it has a very similar effect of a chemical reaction inside of your brain. It causes dopamine inside of your brain. So let's go ahead and get into some more of this.
going to give up.
Social media was designed to be addictive. It provides the same kind of dopamine hit that you get from smoking, drinking alcohol, or gambling.
We know that engagement with social media and our cell phones releases a chemical called dopamine. That's why when you get a text feels good. Right? So, we've all had it where you're feeling a little bit down or feeling a bit lonely, and so you send out 10 texts to 10 friends, hi, 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 hi. Because it feels good when you get a response, right? Right? It's why we count the likes, it's why we go back 10 times to see if my Instagram is growing slower, did I do something wrong? Do they not like me anymore, right? The trauma for young kids to be unfriended, right? Because we know when you get a hit of dopamine, which feels good. It's why we like it. It's why we keep going back to it. Dopamine is the exact same chemical that makes us feel good when we smoke, when we drink, and when we gamble. In other words, it's highly, highly addictive.
We're so addicted. Our brains sometimes fool us into thinking a dopamine hit is imminent when it isn't. I'm talking about phantom vibration syndrome.
This means those people think the
Phantom vibration syndromes. You can't tell me that you haven't felt this. Me being a person that is not really on social media as much as some of my counterparts, I even experienced that. Like the phantom ringing in my pocket, like, oh, shit. I thought I just felt my phone vibrate, and it wasn't. Happened to be nothing. We've all felt that.
phone is vibrating when it's really not. And psychologists say these fake phone calls are all in your head. Those who are big-time talkers on the phone or who use the phone to text or tweet a lot, well, they say they feel these fake phone calls more often. And so do people who are anxious or insecure.
Next time you're in a car driving down a busy street, look out the window. Notice how many young people have their heads buried in their phones. Even in an environment where there are potential threats, obstacles, and things of interest to observe and absorb, they still can't tear themselves away. This addiction has overridden their basic survival mechanism of being aware of their
I literally watched a guy on a scooter in fucking Japan on his cell phone, crashes into the back of another dude. Like, literally, crashes into the back of another dude. His fucking scooter goes into pieces and shit, and he's laying there fucking curled up on the tar, still on the fucking cell phone. Like, what the hell?
surroundings in an open environment. That's how addicted they are.
I mean, look at the one on the right.
Do you have to make faces when you take selfies?
Wait, one more now.
Oh, there you go.
Better angle. Oh, check it. Did that come out okay?
That's the best one of the 300 pictures I've taken
Look,
of myself
like,
today.
Every girl in the picture is locked into her phone.
Oh, Lord.
Every single one is dialed in. Welcome to parenting in 2015. They're all just completely transfixed by the technology.
Why are millennials particularly vulnerable to social media addiction? Because their parents and daycare instilled in them an endless, desperate compulsion for validation. This is the me generation. This is the generation with the lowest self-esteem ever. Hence the constant need for reassurance that they exist. What fulfills that need? Social media. This is a generation whose natural coping mechanisms are so eroded they've adopted rampant narcissism as a form of stress relief. Where is that narcissism most rewarded? You guessed it, social media. Likes, shares, and retweets are to a millennial what a pacifier is to a baby. It's literally infantile.
And y'all know your types out there. When you get triggered, you have these spouts of narcissism, and what do? The second something doesn't go your way, the second you disagree with somebody, you hop right on the playroom. He offended me. He said this about me. Oh, help me, like me, want me, agree with me. Please, I'm desperate. I'm pathetic. I need to be wanted and liked. Oh!
Our brains. It's regressing us back to infanthood. And what's another trait of infanthood? Short attention spans. Our attention spans have been decimated by social media. We're kept in a perpetual state of distraction and disruption.
And not to throw my mom under the bus, I fucking love her to pieces, but Jesus Christ, I couldn't even carry a conversation on with her the other day. Her attention span was so fucking short. I couldn't get a whole sentence in without her just completely losing what the hell I was trying to say to her. And you know how fucking frustrating that is? And my mom is a heavy TV and Facebook head. Heavy TV and Facebook head. And I remember 10 years ago, I could have some seriously intellectual conversations with my mom. And like lately, no fucking way. There's just no way. And it's not just my mom. It's a lot of people that are sitting there watching the flicker rate of these Netflix shows, of these YouTube shows. You know, it's the flicker rate. When you look at hypnotism or MK Ultra back in the day, it was the flicker rate. The flicker rate is how they would put you in that trance and exercise the gray matters of your brain, putting you in a state of euphoria, making it easier to program you and make you think a certain way. Let's do some more of this shit.
This constant influx of new information prevents our brains from being able to process that info and send it into long-term memory. Do you ever wonder why your memory seems so much worse than it used to be? If you're constantly distracted by new information, you can't devote the required attentiveness
Exactly.
to any one
I just want to
subject.
put that.
So everything is.
I just want to put that on the back burner. A lot of people that bombard themselves with topics, they're some of the fucking dumbest people you'll ever meet. Because he just said it. Your brain is much like a computer. It has a hard drive. It has RAM. You know, not literally, but figuratively speaking. So, I mean, when you fill it up with all sorts of info and you fill your hard drive up with all sorts of stuff, your RAM can't process it all. So you end up throwing out things. So if you're the type of person that's constantly filling it up with pornography images and what's new on Facebook and what did my Twitter say and what's on Instagram, then you're probably a dumb shit that has an attention span of about 8 fucking seconds and probably somebody that I would not be able to carry on a very long conversation with.
It's just a superficial snapshot. Some of you probably got distracted 30 seconds into this video and
No
started
shit.
in the comments. Our
Yeah.
brains adapt physically to our changing environment. This is called neuroplasticity. Social
Exactly.
media and the internet in general has rewired our brains to make
Neuroplasticity, right? Definition of neuroplasticity.
The ability of the brain to form and reorganize synaptic connections, especially in response to learning or experience or following injury.
Yeah. So, neuroplasticity is the ability of the brain to form and recognize synaptic connections. So those who smoke marijuana, for example, have a heightened synapses, or those who are tripping off psilocybin have also been reported to have incredible spikes in synapses connectivity. So what this does, what I'm trying to explain to you, is when you're on the TV, the Netflix, and it's constantly flickering you and flickering you and flickering you, putting you into that state of euphoria, that gray matter, then you are failing the neuroplasticity. And what's happening is your brain is unable to recognize the synaptic connections, especially in response to learning or experience following an injury. So basically what I'm trying to say is when you're sitting there watching Facebook, looking up porn all the damn time, you know, and everybody does it. I do it too. I'm just saying, like, when you really abuse it, you really go hard. Those are some of the people that just look at them. They're dead in their eyeballs, completely dead. You can tell the type of person I'm talking to. Just no response, mouth breather, bottom lip hanging down, ain't got nothing, never has anything fucking positive to say, completely negative Nancy, complains all the time. You know the type. You know the fucking type. Completely unresponsive, no clockwork, no lights going on. Got any good porn sites? Bad joke, bro. Very bad joke. Alright, so let's get into this.
is only capable of shallow thinking. Studies also show that the more distracted you are, the more difficult it is to feel empathy.
Exactly.
Casualty of social media.
And that is exactly what you motherfuckers lack, is empathy. Almost everyone I talk to on a daily basis, within the playroom or within my life, are heavily lacking two things: gratitude and empathy. And when you're constantly bombarding your psyche with all sorts of different information all the time, it is hard to fulfill yourself with the necessary components like empathy, like passion, like, intellectual properties. Every time I get into an intellectual conversation with some of my friends, they shut down. They leave the party. They just shut down. It's really hard to carry on certain conversations with certain people. And that's just how it is. Unfortunately, not all of us are on the same wavelength. Some of us are trapped in a certain, almost like euphoric state of mind, or in this dream zombie state. And anytime anything, challenges their little box of reality, they get really butthurt. They get really, upset, huffy, puffy, and the type. You've seen them before. When you feed them the information that they were looking for, and then it's not the answer that they expected, they end up getting upset because their brains can't process what you're trying to tell them. And it's really frustrating when you spend the time and the research putting it in to all these different topics and things like that, and then you look at some of the people out there in the playroom, or some of the people that are out there in your life, or some of the friends that you talk to on a daily basis, or maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's your uncle, maybe it's your aunt, but the type. When you look at them and they're just dead in the eyes and they just don't give a fuck, lack empathy, lack gratitude, lack any compassion, lack talent, lack creativity, and I just can't associate with them type of people. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the type of shit that is going to bring us all down if we don't start basically breaking out of that cycle. And trust me, there is a breaking of this cycle. For every action has a reaction, and the reaction of the technocracy is a fucking cult that's forming that wants to destroy technology. Yeah, anti-technology groups. I just learned about this 2 days ago. Anti-technology groups. And this is not a thing that we need to have happen. We as individuals need to take control of how much we allow ourselves in order to indulge. Too much of anything is bad. And now cell phones are directly linked to cancer. And now right on cue, here comes 5G. They're talking about rolling out 5G, which is going to have double, if not triple, the radiation of the phones that we have already. So now we're all going to be walking around with big fat tumors in our brains, just sucking on the cancer, sucking on the fucking technology, and we're just going to love every goddamn minute. So that's basically what I have to say about it. And yeah.
Social media also causes depression because people are seeing the carefully curated highlight reels of other people's amazingly interesting lives, then feeling inadequate and lonely when they compare it to their own. An added
I don't know what video you're talking about.
Use social media to
what up, Harley and Mr. J?
It's actually causing them more stress. The University of Queensland study found that
I noticed that a lot too.
A
lot of people will hop on the PlayStation to relieve stress, but then indulge themselves in the daily drama and actually cause themselves more stress. And I just don't understand that either. It just doesn't make any fucking goddamn sense to me. This is supposed to be a relief. We're paying $60 a month on the network in order to meet like-minded individuals, play games, meet friends, have fun with people, connect with people, share a network with people. That's what we're paying for, not to get involved into the daily drama of the he said, she said, because this is supposed to be a relief, not something that comes on where you add it on and then you're wondering who's talking about you, or you're wondering who's saying what about you. That doesn't seem very fun to me. That's not what we bought this thing for, I'm pretty sure.
5 days led to a noticeable drop in cortisol levels. Social media can also be blamed for the obsession with identity politics that's tearing apart the fabric of civil discourse. Real-world experience forms rounded characters. Social media draws us away from the real world. This vacuum of real-world experience causes confusion and identity crisis. Hence, 75 different genders. There's even a link between the rise in smartphone and social media use and the emergence of college campus snowflakes.
It short circuits the brain. We're starting to find that it has actual cognitive consequences, one of them being this sort of pervasive background hum of anxiety. Now, the canary in the coal mine for this issue is actually college campuses. If you talk to mental health experts on college campuses, they'll tell you, along with the rise of ubiquitous smartphone use and social media use among the students on the campus came an explosion of anxiety-related disorders.
Exactly.
Students who are bathed in this.
Exactly, and that purposely worries me to the core, because what other place are you supposed to be able to express your topics, your opinions, your passions than the college campus? The college campuses are supposed to be shaping the minds of our future. And it looks to me like they need a bunch of bubble wrap and safe spaces. I mean, what the fuck?
Constant background hum of anxiety are so emotionally brittle, they're triggered by anything. The positives of social media, well, everyone has a voice. And while in principle this allows for the democratization of information, in practice...
Everyone has a voice unless if you're on fucking Twitter. Or you're on one of these other conservative silencing outlets or platforms. And that's the thing, is I'm not even really conservative myself. But if you're standing up for your First Amendment, or if you're standing up for something that you believe in or that you're passionate about, you automatically take a conservative alt-right stance and everybody looks at you as some kind of racist or Nazi the second you stand up for yourself. And that shit is getting old. That argument is losing. And I know who the fuck you think you are. I know y'all think I'm fucking racist. But time and time again, I keep coming on here making fucking perfect sense. But y'all don't hear me though.
It equates to billions of retards sharing pictures of their food and hurling vile insults at strangers for having the wrong opinion. It equates to maniacal witch hunt mobs destroying people's reputations and careers because they said something deemed offensive. And yes, I'm painfully aware of the irony of someone who has forged an identity partly thanks to social media, lecturing you about how terrible social media is. But this is as much an instructional video for me as it is for you. We're all addicts. We need to modify our behavior before it modifies us permanently. We have to escape this electronic ghetto. Here's a few things we can all do now. Turn off all non-essential notifications on your phone. Try and make a routine of only checking your messages and emails a maximum of 5 times a day. Less if possible. Use the internet like your parents use the internet.
Listen, use the internet how you fucking want to use the internet. You're a grown-ass adult. But understand that there are consequences. Understand that, you know, the more you go down that path, the tougher it gets. But why wouldn't you want to go down that path, right? Social media, they would never lie to you, would they? No! Honey, would social media lie to you?
No, why would they do that?
Social media.
Of course.
Why would social media lie to any of us? You know what? I got some proof right here.
Weren't we all a lot happier before social media existed? Is social media...
I got some proof right here that they don't lie to us. It's all
we
truth.
become slaves.
It's all truth. Everything they say is completely identifiable facts. Okay? We, as playroom people, as regular citizens, need to just realize that they have everything under control. And we have nothing to worry about. Every single one of the news sites are completely independent from one another, and every single news site out there has a different talking point from one or the other, right? Or do they? Let's watch this.
The moment we hand the keys to the definition of reality over to somebody else, and those who are capable of tyranny are capable of the perjury and the propaganda needed to sustain it. If you enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button, give it a like, and share it with everybody you know.
When so many in the media are reporting the same stories, promulgating the same narratives, relying on the same sources, even using the same phrases.
Watch.
I mean, think of it. There are literally thousands of legitimate news stories that could be reported in a given day, and an infinite number of ways to report them. When everybody's on the same page, it might be the result of an organized campaign.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And remember what she said. When everyone's on the same page, it could possibly be part of an organized campaign. Organized campaign? But I always thought that the different news media sites were independent. And they all had different talking points, right?
Brian Wolf, our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities, the El Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish fake stories are true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 Here's your problem. There's a growing anti-intellectual strain in this country. It may be the beginning of the end of our informed democracy.
We are concerned about the troubling trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming,
Some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control
exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
At News Channel 3, our responsibility is to report and pursue the truth.
We understand truth is neither politically left nor right.
Our commitment to factual reporting is the foundation of our credibility now more than ever.
But we are human, and sometimes our reporting might fall short.
If you believe our coverage is unfair, please reach out through our website.
We value your comments and we will respond.
We work very hard to seek the truth and strive to be fair, balanced, and factual.
We consider it our honor, privilege to responsibly deliver the news every day.
Thank you for watching, and we appreciate your feedback.
We become slaves the moment we hand the keys to the definition of reality entirely over to someone else, whether it is a business, an economic theory, a political party, the White House, News World, or CNN. So if you think for a goddamn second that there's not an organization going on, and you don't think for a goddamn second that this isn't all connected, then I don't know what the hell you're doing on my channel, because this is about to get a whole lot heavier. Now that I've showed you that the same talking points are regurgitated over and over and over at different times of the day, like a goddamn propaganda machine, like constantly spitting you the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over, just like V for Vendetta, constantly putting it in your face and in your face and in your face and in your face and in your face, because you're being programmed. They're trying to get you to program your own damn self. You might not even realize it. I don't even realize it. We're all learning this shit together. But step one is acknowledging it. And a lot of people are acknowledging it, that social media is getting out of hand. YouTube's getting out of hand. Google's getting out of hand. Hollywood's getting out of hand. Shit is getting out of hand. Now, let me bring that back up to you. With this video that I just showed you, I'm going to show another video that's pretty intense as well. This goes along with the YouTube shooting that just happened. So as far as that goes, the YouTube shooting, it just fits right in, doesn't it? Perfectly. You got David Hogg on CNN marching for lives. You have people literally in the streets marching to take their own rights away from themselves. How stupid is that? And then you got David Hogg on the forefront. He just admitted that he was personally groomed by CNN and his father from the FBI agent. His story doesn't add up. And then on top of that, now we got this happening. The YouTube shooting. Right on time, huh? Right on fucking time. Tanner, Corona, what up? So, let's get into that real quick.
Weren't we all a lot happier before social media?
Now, one thing we politicians pride ourselves on is the initiation of the effective gun-free zone. You see, we put this nice, shiny little rectangular sign outside of a business or a school or a post office, and criminals cannot get beyond that zone with a gun. So all you got is good guys who don't have any guns. Oh, what's that? YouTube's got an active shooter situation going on at their complex? Oh, no, that's not right. That's got to be fake news right there. YouTube's definitely a gun-free zone. I mean, talk about the bastion of liberalism and anti-gun culture. It's got to be, fake news, right? They can't have guns in a gun-free zone.
Since the 1950s, virtually every mass shooting in America was carried out in a gun-free
Sir Leeds,
slaughter.
Tanner.
Now,
What up, Sir
you can
Leeds?
add
What up?
YouTube headquarters to the ever-growing list of areas that serve as an example that all a gun-free zone does is create victims of innocent people while it empowers criminals who are pretty much guaranteed to produce the highest amount of damage with the least amount of resistance. Because of what we know about Google's beliefs and policies, you could even call YouTube the ultimate gun-free environment within one of the most unregulated states in America. Of course, CNN was sure to remind us that they were the first ones on the scene. Now, it wouldn't surprise me to hear the Communist News Network or any mainstream source report that this supposed gunman, who they're currently claiming was a woman, could be announced as a disgruntled conservative extremist, maybe even a Trump supporter, who has written a manifesto describing how fed up she is with YouTube's intolerance for pro-gun channels and all-around liberal-leaning censorship. It might not...
Okay, well, I'm going to get into that in a second because the shooter's already been identified. So we know who the shooter is now, which we'll get to another piece of my story here in a minute where they change the narrative. Okay, narrative is important. And since the shooter doesn't fit their narrative, which is why we're not seeing this story pushed. You bet your goddamn sweet ass if this was some white guy, Trump supporter, whoever, you bet your sweet ass this shit would be fucking pushed like you would not believe. This shit would be on every single cover, every news story, every magazine. But we know who the shooter is. That's why it's not on every news story. And I'm going to get into that in just a second.
Not go that way, but it's a strong possibility. Also, keep
Are you
in
inbred?
mind
Yes.
that this is another
What you
visual
smoking?
drill
Sour
for
diesel?
Americans that attempts to normalize the police state coming in to save the day as law enforcement and military-looking personnel help the employees at gun...
And that's the other thing that really kind of grinds my gears, which, tells me that this whole thing is a false flag. Because, first of all, every single one of the employees gets let out at fucking gunpoint by the police. What? So what happened to your Fourth Amendment? Innocent till proven guilty. Then they bring them all outside right here to the front of the building and then proceed to search them. What happened to your Fourth Amendment? Innocent till proven guilty. What happened? Where did that go?
...point while they frisked them. Oh, all under the guise of trying to find the gunman. So much for the Fourth Amendment. Guys, keep your eyes open. This didn't happen by accident.
Fuck no, it didn't.
California in general, and YouTube/Google in specific, is the bastion of anti-gun, individual rights trampling propaganda and censorship. They could spin this 1,000 different ways from Tuesday to swindle us out of more of our rights. And in the spirit of truth and logic, and in light of California's disregard for a human's right to
Delta Echo, what up?
There are two new shirts in the store. Escape from California and Black Rifles Matter. Because in times of universal...
So basically, you got that going on. Now, the reason why we're not hearing this story on every single news front and every single organization, the reason why you didn't turn on your cell phones and your computers today with this on the very fucking front page of your goddamn newspaper, well, this is why. I'll show you why.
Weren't we all a lot happier before social media existed?
I really hate doing videos about mass shootings and bloody tragedies. The lunatics that I cover on this channel, as you know, pose a slightly less danger to society, although they are a plague on our planet as well. But we should talk about what happened at YouTube headquarters yesterday and why the story will probably disappear from the news cycle in, just a few more hours. Before any information was available about the shooter, many morons on social media were blaming right-wing white men, like this guy, who tweeted, if the shooter at YouTube isn't a white male with far-right leanings, I will eat my effing hat. Get rid of the effing guns. Other idiots were convinced it was an Alex Jones fan who was retaliating against YouTube for taking down Alex's videos, criticizing the Parkland students, and issuing community guideline strikes in his channel. Like this guy, quote, "My guess is the active shooter at
Got a little bit
YouTube
left.
is a man angry at YouTube for taking down the phony
I got a
video
little bit
accusing David Hogg of being a crisis actor, or it's an Alex Jones supporter. Either way, right-wing domestic terrorism is out of control. This guy guarantees that the shooter is an Alex Jones viewer or a Trump supporter." This Salon.com writer put out a reminder that Alex Jones recently went to war against YouTube and wouldn't be shocked if the shooter is linked to Jones. Then it came out that the shooter was a woman, and CNN brushed it off as if it was just a domestic dispute and a love triangle gone wrong. Here's a report from CBS on that conspiracy theory.
A law enforcement source tells CBS News that the critically injured male victim is believed to be the suspected shooter's boyfriend. Police say one of the people suffered an ankle injury but was not shot. John Blackstone is on the scene.
But it turns out the shooter wasn't a white male NRA member. It was a female Iranian immigrant animal.
Female Iranian immigrant animal vegan activist. Female Iranian immigrant vegan animal activist. That's who shot up YouTube. That's why we're not hearing about it. That's why no one's talking about it, because it doesn't fit the fucking oh so sweet narrative that they're trying to push right now with the whole gun grabbing situation, because this doesn't look good, does it? No. Nah. No, because God forbid YouTube have a way to protect itself? What a silly conception. YouTube protect itself. Didn't she read the sign? The sign that says no guns allowed? How could she just walk past the sign? I thought it would stop her in her tracks. There's a sign that says no guns. This is a gun-free zone. How could she have done this? What?
Rights activist who could barely speak English. And I'm not kidding when I say that her motive was because YouTube was demonetizing her videos and censoring them, and she wasn't getting the growth in subscribers that she had hoped for.
Being discriminated and filtered on YouTube, and I'm not the only one. So recently, they also attacked my...
I don't mean to cut her off, but this is not you're not fully realizing the gravity of the situation here, okay? If this was some fucking... Let's say if this was me. If I did this, this would be all over the fucking news. You see what I'm saying? Let's say this was some skin-headed, bald-headed, Trump-supporting, Alex Jones listening fucking asshole like myself, and this shit would have been all over the news, on the front page cover, on Time magazine. Look at this motherfucker right here. This is exactly what we're talking about, and this is why we need guns off the streets, because of assholes like this right here. But because it's a fucking undocumented immigrant Iranian woman, animal fucking vegan activist, oh, we're just gonna throw it out the window as if it never happened. We're not even gonna talk about it. That is fucking bullshit.
Persian channel, Nasim Sabs. And if you go and check my videos, you see that my new videos hardly get views, and my old videos that used to get many views stop getting views. So this is because I'm being filtered. This is what they are doing to vegan activists and many other people who try to promote healthy, humane, and smart living. People like me are not good for big businesses.
Her channel, along with all of her videos, have been removed, as was her Facebook page and her Instagram account. But a lot of people were able to download these videos and photos and repost them before she became an Orwellian unperson. Here's one of those videos.
Kasabın elinden kaçmış bir tavuk, konmuş kapıma, yalnız kalmış, korkmuş biraz, bir de naz, nasıl sevimli utanmaz. Ah tavuk, kıyamam ben sana, ah meraklıyım.
Gee, I can't imagine why you didn't get any subscribers or viewers. Looks like you found a real niche there for Iranian vegan animal rights activism. And since she's a female Iranian immigrant who could barely speak English, instead of a white male right-wing Donald Trump supporting NRA member, it's no wonder CNN went back to their Robert Mueller fan fiction as their regularly scheduled programming. Thankfully, she is the only one who died, and hopefully the 3 who she wounded will make a speedy and full recovery. Like I said, I really hate doing videos like this. I had a whole other video planned, but this was really bothering me when a scumbag who was upset about their channel getting demonetized
me too.
flips out and goes off the...
Yeah, whatever. You know, it sucks. It sucks. But, you know, I can't help but not feel oh so bad because, like I said, if this was some fucking white dude or some Trump supporter or some, you know, right-leaning anyway, gun activist in any way, shape, or form, they would have ran wild with this story. And that's what I want everybody to understand here in this room. If this would have fit the narrative, they would have ran wild with it, and that's what I can't stand about selective narrative. You remember what I played before. Each and every one of these news sites are literally regurgitating the same exact thing to the point where you can play the videos side by side simultaneously, and they're saying the exact same thing, right? So that's organized. That is organized. That's as organized as you can fucking get, right? So when you take a look at what's going on between the March shooting and the YouTube crisis, David Hogg, the CNN, whether he's a crisis actor or not, I could care less. But there's a wonderful web being spun up here. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't detach yourself from that web and kind of look at the spider, kind of making it, you know what I mean? Then you're going to miss the whole thing. You are going to miss it. It's going to hit you like a ton of fucking bricks, and you're going to wonder what the hell happened. And you're going to miss it. You're going to miss one of the most amazing things that's going to happen in our lifetime. This is a really exciting time to live. I mean, everything is flipped upside down. Hollywood is burning. You got pedophilia on the rise. You know, suicide rates. Everybody's going to hell in a handbasket. Gender fluidity, transgenderism. Fucking everything is just going to crazy. Crazy town. This is an exciting time to live, especially for somebody. And if you're still in this channel at this point, then you're obviously a like-minded, free thinker, logical, common-sensed individual. Hopefully like myself. Or maybe you're just in here because you think I'm a fucking nut job. Either way, point is, you can see the same things I see when you flick on the news. You can see the same things happening outside your window that I see. And you can tell that there's something wrong. There's something wrong going on here. When you see the Women's March with people wearing pussies on their hats, wearing full vagina suits with dildos hanging off them, you know, what kind of message is that supposed to display? You understand what I'm saying? And then look at the March for Lives. I never heard any display about the Parkland shooting or the kids that died in Florida. Doesn't that grind your gears a little bit? And then the petitions, 1-800-FORBES motherfuckers that just signed up and started marching along with it. Less than 10% were actual young adults that were going to these so-called political activists, gun marching, whatever you want to call it. These idiots. I hate to be so harsh. These idiots are out there literally on everything with their Starbucks fucking soy boy coffee cups, marching against their own rights, trying to take away their own rights. And you know what? Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and give them the guns. Let's see how fucking far that gets. Oh, I remember. We've already done that. We've already done that in history. Look at, I don't know, Mao Zedong. Look at Stalin. Look at Hitler. Look at London. Look at Australia. Oh my God, I could go on and on. The thing is, we tried this before. Every time we give up the guns and try the social utopia, they murder us all. They kill us all. Mao Zedong, 80 million. Stalin, 30 million. God knows how many Hitler people killed. Who the fuck knows? We've been down this road before. Every time we give up the guns, every time we try it their way, they take more. They take more. They don't give a shit about us. And if you think that they do, you're sadly mistaken. You want to be one of those activist people that are out there fucking marching for people and immigrants coming into this country? Great. I feel, absolutely. I'm glad that you're fucking pro-choice and pro-activist. But the thing is, these are the types of people that are hurting our economy. Things like that. Sanctuary cities. These undocumented people. things like that. Those are the ones that are actually having an issue. And with the sanctuary cities the way that they are right now, it's going to be a whole different ballgame at the end of the day. Because all you need is a driver's license or a state ID in order to vote. Might sound good on the surface, right? But the problem is that these people, these states, these state officials, these congressmen, they don't give a fuck about these people. They don't care. They don't care if they're homeless in the streets. They don't care if they're struggling families of 4 or 5 or 6. They don't care. All they care about is their votes. And look at the most prime display of that I can ever show you is look at Black Lives Matter. Look at Black Lives Matter. The second Hillary did not win the election, Black Lives Matter dis-a-fucking-peared. And now you hardly ever hear about them anymore. Before, they were a really relevant force, back when the Democrats were running for office. And go ahead, bring that argument, because I will eat it up for breakfast, man. The race baiting and bullshit that comes my way, bring it on. I'll eat it up for breakfast. It's very easy for me. And if you think I'm racist, well then how dare you not judge me by the strength of my character? Martin Luther King would bitch slap you if he knew what kind of race baiter you was, by not understanding the heart and the merits and the passion that I'm pouring out to you and the knowledge that I pick up from the videos that I watch. And then I take my own opinion, being a free thinker, a free individual, bring my thoughts to the table and display them here on an open platform, and allowing you guys to shun me down, to criticize me, or, in best case scenario, even agree with me. Ban all guns, no gun violence, common sense gun laws. Right, but that'll never work. I mean, because we've done that. We've banned all the guns. We banned them in UK, London, Australia, and the stabbings, rapings, beatings, the physical violence, the home breaking, enterings, skyrocketed, bro. Skyrocketed. In Australia alone, it was 100,000 more violent crimes in 2015 when they got rid of the guns in 2014. 2014, they handed the guns over. 2015, crime statistics came out. Over 100,000 more violent crimes happened due to the result of taking the guns away. The solution isn't taking the guns away. It's more guns in the right hands of the people that are unable to protect themselves. You understand what I'm saying? And there was a shooting that just happened in YouTube headquarters. That's a gun-free zone. Why didn't the shooter see the big sign outside of the door saying no guns? How come they didn't read that sign? The shooter should have known not to go inside YouTube and shoot it, because there was a sign. There's a sign. It says no guns. How dare the shooter go past the sign? Oh, shit. It's not a funny situation, but I mean, I don't know what else to do but to make fun of it at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. But, yeah, ban the guns and only the criminals have them. Yeah. Because it's not like Nikki and Vinny down the street will be like, "Hey, Nikki, did you hear about the new gun laws? Oh, Vinny, that sucks. I guess we can't rob that bank this weekend." I know, shucks. I was really hoping we could do that. You know, like, that'll never, ever happen. That'll never happen. And besides, you can make the gun laws as strict as you want. You know, it's not like, listen to me, it's not like fucking all the ghettos in the back streets of Harlem and Chicago have gun manufacturing going on in their living rooms and in their backyards. Where do you think they're getting all these guns from? Okay? It's not like these criminals have poppy fields growing in their backyards. They don't have coca plants growing in their backyards. Where do you think all the guns, the drugs, the cocaine, and the heroin are coming from? It's not that fucking hard to figure out. Guns are easily accessible. Taking them away will only cause more chaos. Listen, we were founded on guns, all right? It's like KRS-One said, you're never going to have justice on stolen land. And listen, I'm not even a gun owner, to be honest with you. I'll be straight up front with you. I don't own guns, but I will defend the right for any one of my fellow citizens to have guns. I'm just more of a bow staff guy. I like to do nunchucks. I like to throw ninja stars, you know. I have swords. I like swords. I like to fight, you know. I like to, you know, there's nothing like the feeling when you're stabbing a man right in his chest and you're staring him in the eyes, you know. That's when you really get to know somebody. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But no, for real though, you feel me. You feel me, right? No, you feel me. And get ready for more of this issue, this gun issue. Oh, get ready for it. We're going to see more of it coming up here in the next March and April. We're going to see more of it coming up here in April. We're going to see even more. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. You know, I'm not saying anything. I don't know. You know, I'm just an ignorant kid on YouTube. But I can attest you to this. We will see more of that. We're going to see more of that at YouTube, Google, wherever, because there is a movement happening. There literally is a movement happening. For every action has a reaction, right? So their actions are causing a reaction within the citizens, and there's groups forming that are anti-technology. I was just talking about that a little bit ago to one of my buddies. I literally learned about this 2 days ago. Groups that are forming that are anti-technology, that want to take down technological groups, that want to take down Google, take down shit like that. Oh man, why do people need anything bigger than handguns? Well, most of the mass shootings were created with handguns. I'm not sure if you knew that. Most of the mass shootings, anything semi-automatic is semi-automatic. Handguns, Armalite rifles, AR-15s. They are considered semi-automatic. So most of your mass shootings are done with semi-automatic weapons, which are pistols. Only the military and police should have long rifles. Well, I gotta disagree with that as well. Because why would you be able to infringe my rights? There should be no compromisation of your rights at all. If you have the money and you want a tank and you want to put it in your front yard, I say go right the fuck ahead. Heckler, some of us are avid hunters. A pistol don't do it. And again, the Second Amendment has nothing to do with hunting. The Second Amendment is your last line of defense against tyrannical and corrupt law officials and tyrannical governments. Not to mention, it's a lot easier to carry a pistol on your hip than a police officer. I'm just saying. What else you got for me? I've developed my argument to be quick and punchy. Like, I'm not really a guy that lingers too long. So what else you got for me? Hit me. Is that it? See, but most people aren't hunters. Nobody really needs big guns. Well, I tell you this. The Mexican drug cartel have big guns. ISIS has big guns. The Russians have big guns. China has big guns. Why do you not want to have big guns if everyone else has big guns? You know what I'm saying? And when I say big guns, like, how big are you talking? Because, I mean, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to have a 50 caliber rifle. Hollow point rounds, for example. You wouldn't want to shoot a moose, for example, a big, 2-ton animal with a 22 bullet. You're just going to wound it, piss it off. You're just going to make the animal suffer. You need something that's going to put it down so it's not suffering. You see what I'm trying to say? I just want to know why he's bitching about taking guns with a name like his. Social media is sniding the world mad. I agree with that very bit. Yeah, me too, yeah. If you want to get down to brass tacks, slingshot can kill someone. Very fucking good. And, isn't that Johnny P, what up? But isn't that a great point right there? That's a great point. Criminals it doesn't matter. You don't need weapons to do criminal activities. You know what I mean? Like I said, the second they took the guns away in Australia, over 100,000 violent crimes exploded. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, point is, bad people will find bad things to do their bad biddings. That's it. You know what I mean? And most of the major mass killings were done with bombs. I don't see, every time a train station gets bombed up, I don't see ban all trains. Every time a crowd gets ran over by a Islamic terrorist, I don't see ban all Chevys. I don't see ban all Fords. Every time, okay, what about that one guy that stabbed 100 fucking people at the damn airport? How come they're not going around saying ban Kevlar? Ban knives? It's just, Where does the line end? You know, where does it start? Where does it end? Go shoot a duck out of the air with a pistol. That's hard shit. Yeah, you're going to need a buckshot. You're going to need something that spreads. I'm in Maine. We all have guns, but we're all taught a very young age to respect that. And there should be education, you know. And anybody who's not educated on guns, even myself, I'm talking to myself right now too. I challenge myself and everyone else, you know, if you don't know something, go and research it. If you want tougher laws, go and apply for a weapon. Even if you're not going to buy a weapon, just try it out. You know, go through the background check. You're going to find out that a lot of the laws are already pretty strict. Some of the weapons that you want banned are already banned, you know. Anyways, point is, look at the Manchester bombing, no guns used. And a lot of the main killings, a lot of the massive, you know, devastating killings were not used in guns, to be honest. Maybe we should ban McDonald's for making people fat. You see? And it just goes on, you know, and you can spin it 1,000 different ways, you know what I'm saying? Why do you feel the need to have an AR-15 or an AK-47? Okay, well, as far as I know, I can't purchase an AK-47. I could be wrong about that. Maybe somebody will have to educate me on that one. But as far as I know, AK-47s are already illegal. But an AR-15 is a semi-automatic gun, the same as a pistol. And it's accurate up to 600 yards. So, I mean, yes, you can buy an AK-47. Well, I was unaware. I'm sorry about that. But I live in the state of Maine, so that could be different. I'm not sure where the state that you live in. But I will tell you this, when it comes to AK-47s and AR-15s, as far as I know, you'll have to educate me on this one. AR-15s are more accurate. They shoot up to 600 yards pretty accurately. Yeah, you can buy in AKs and AK variants. You see, so I'm glad we have some people, because I don't own a gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm just spouting ignorance here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking from the heart, speaking from my common sense, you know? And so I'm glad there are people in here that actually know if you can buy shit like that, because I don't know. I don't know. I love my semi-auto AR-15, but sold it to get a 30-06. You can buy one Riff along as it's semi. So what? So they changed the firing pin on it, so it's not fully auto? Because that's the common misconception that I don't understand. I thought fully auto was already illegal. Am I incorrect about that? Can somebody educate me on that one? I thought that fully automatic rifles were already illegal. Or machine pistols, for example, are already illegal. Huh?
Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
Weren't we all a lot happier before social media existed? Is social media stripping us of...
Anyways, I wanted to play this because I thought it was pretty funny.
Hollywood's banking on reboots to try to bring people back to watching traditional television in our ever-increasingly fragmented and mobile digital age. And as you probably heard, the latest reboot, which was a big hit, was Roseanne, which kicked off this week with a record 18 million viewers over on ABC. Roseanne Connors, the character, much like Roseanne Barr, the actress, is a big Donald Trump supporter. And over the last year or so, I've seen Roseanne Barr retweet some of the things that I've posted on Twitter, and I've had a few short chit-chats back and forth with her, and so I tuned into the show, and like almost everybody else who watched it, I thought it was absolutely hilarious. It seems almost everyone thought it was a great show, except for CNN, of course. Roseanne Revival offers more nostalgia than laughs. There's nothing wrong with the notion that Roseanne Barr's epitome blue-collar character would support President Trump, as the comic herself has off-screen. But Roseanne seemingly veers out of its lane.
Here's where I'm going to agree with you and disagree with you at the same time, Heckler. You don't need full auto, that I can agree with. But if my neighbor has full auto, I want it too.
Gin up that dialogue, placing Roseanne at odds with her sister Jackie, Like everything else about this show, the politics.
But shootings still happen. Bam! Comment of the fucking day right there.
Triggered because
Bam!
Roseanne's sister in the show, Jackie, plays a liberal lunatic, Hillary Clinton supporter, who makes her first appearance wearing a nasty woman's shirt and a ridiculous pussy hat from that idiotic women's march. Look at what Jim Acosta, CNN senior White House correspondent, tweeted. Roseanne, not Russia, gets mentioned in Trump's Ohio speech. You a little jealous, Jim, that Roseanne literally pulled in?
Now, from what I understand, Trump signed an executive order that banned bump stocks. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, that's in effect. Now, if you read the whole bill, it says anything that increases the fire rate. So I'm not really sure how this bill is going to take effect in future gun purchases, but as far as I know, that's a thing. So we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose.
20 times the viewers as your little news network. There were probably an equal number of insults aimed at Trump supporters.
There it is. Okay, so
social justice warriors.
I did hear that.
And you know what? It was hilarious because unlike liberals, we have a sense of humor. Look at this idiot from Time magazine who got upset about a scene where Roseanne was arguing with her sister about why she voted for Trump. And she mentioned jobs and the economy and he's going to shake things up. It's interesting that the show gave her nothing more to back up her stance, and indeed went on to show her as a bully.
Why would you, man? Just
division in her family.
Keep it quiet. What trigger?
Like
what? I don't know what you're talking about.
So God forbid there be an argument about politics in a television show. Apparently the way Roseanne concluded saying grace before dinner is just too much for liberals to tolerate.
But most of all, Lord, thank you for making America great again. Mom, no, it's okay, darling.
But before you get too excited, there's something I have to tell you, and this should be obvious to anyone who saw the show. There is a liberal cancer growing in this series that's going to metastasize very soon. Roseanne's grandson is gender non-conforming, who likes to paint his nails, which understandably freaks out John Goodman's character because, well, he wants his grandson to be a grandson. And surprise, surprise, the boy doesn't have a father figure in his life and is being raised by a single mother.
So how do you do that? Is it just a pin replacement, or you put in a different trigger? How does that work?
He gets picked on during his first day at his new school for wearing the girls' clothes and having his nails painted and wearing a choker collar. And he comes home and his mom and grandma have a heart-to-heart talk with him.
That I know. That I'm aware of.
Kids can be. And then instead of just deciding to dress like a normal boy, he decides then to push the envelope even further and then goes to school the next day wearing a dress. Of course, you can see where this cancerous plotline is going to go as the show continues. If you want to wear girls' clothes, just be yourself. I'm not going to stop you. If you want to eat chocolate cake,
Ruthless Gangster, what up?
Just be yourself. I won't stop.
What's the song? What do you want?
What am I, an adult who's supposed to show you the ways of the
Signs
world?
ban will never be effective. Yeah, come on, dude. That's why I keep making fun of it. Listen, I know it's not funny. Not trying to be insensitive or heartless, but I mean, I just think that is so funny. How dare the criminal didn't see the sign outside of YouTube? There's a sign that says no guns. You can't bring guns into a gun-free zone. Huh, what? You know, it's like... Yeah, I know it's not funny, but Jesus Christ, that is something else.
Last from the same network, ABC, which canceled the Tim Allen show, Last Man Standing.
JME, amen.
After he was on Jimmy Kimmel's show, and he said that there was a lack of tolerance for conservatives in Hollywood. Anyway, that's my take. Have a great weekend. Check back on Monday for a new report. Go to markdice.com or click the link.
So anyways...
Weren't we all a lot happier before social media existed? Is social media stripping us of our basic humanity, stunting our intellect, making us depressed and irreparably...
Alright. Batman! Batman, are you here, Bat? Batman, are you here, brother? I need the bat. I'm putting out the bat signal. Somebody get me the bat. I need the bat. Yeah, the morons that produce the sides, yeah. There he is. I got something for you, Bat. Check this out. I found this especially for you. I want to bring you nice and close and watch it with you together. Are you ready, brother? I've never heard of that song before in my life, bro. So probably not. Sorry, man. Alright, here we go. Ready? Whoop, fuck me. Press the wrong button.
Weren't we all a lot happier
One
before social media existed?
God damn it. Wrong button. There we go. Sorry about that. You are summoned.
For as far back as I can remember, I wanted to be a pirate.
Fucking Murphy's Law. I'm telling you. Here we go. Check this out, bro.
We can't just get out the car, right? Right. Bruce, don't get me wrong, but after all what he's done to our city, and Barbara...
I already talked with her about that.
And what she said.
I said that if you're really gonna bring back that green-ass clown, I will never miss this fight.
Don't say it, but I mean, you back. Damn it. All right, everybody get serious, man. Are we started already? Yes, the time has come.
Well, shit.
Can't tell me that wasn't amazing.
Bruce? Hey, Bruce. You know, I just think about it, and maybe we try something with his DNA. I mean, it's all over the place now.
I got better idea. Boop, 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 boop. The only question is...
What up, King NorCal?
Is your baby?
Oh, I love it. The bat approves. That's awesome, brother. I'm glad you approve the Riff Robin. But we had a warrior enter our midst. Did we not have a warrior enter our midst? For you, NorCal, I grant you the dub of the true warrior. Warrior salute! The vegans are coming, the vegans are coming. I know. It's the last. You thought you were gonna have a troll war. My brother, while you've been playing around in the troll fields under the bridges, I've been at the YouTube of headquarters battling mighty vegans. And I have to tell you, I'm a little tired. Ugh. A little sweaty. You know, messing around in the soy all day. Bunch of soy boys and beta males and a bunch of feelings and clammy hands. Ew. Oh, I'm offended. Give me an Rubik's Cube. I need a safe space. Bubble wrap, I need a safe space. Whew. I'm telling you what, man. I'm about ready to fucking explode. These people got me so pissed. I've had it. I've had it up to here. I don't know how the fuck to keep it in no more. That's why I'm back. I'm back with vengeance. These people are pissing me off. For real. So I gotta come on here, play a little music for you peoples, if that's alright. God damn it. God damn it. Oh shit. Look who we got in here. Norville Rogers, NC. What up? How the hell are you, brother? What's going on, man? I'm gonna probably play a little guitar for a little while and then go ahead and slip on out of here. So if you don't want to hear me play guitar, now's the time to leave. I'm done with the political side of my show. And I'm gonna just kind of just, you know, free flow it. I'm a liberal and shit. Like, this pisses me off too. Weird. Liberals should be pissed off because their whole shit has been hijacked, man. My grandfather was a Democrat, and he'd be rolling around in his grave if he knew how the liberals were acting nowadays. My mom's a goddamn Democrat, for fuck's sake. But she's looking at this shit like, really, bro? Really, bro? Liberals are badass. Goddamn Democrats are awesome. It's the reason why we have democracy and the voting and system and the electoral college and, you know, all the shit that makes us a great country. But for some reason, it's fucking perverted all the shit. That what I am here for. What up, Mary? How you doing? Things have gotten really weird, man. Anybody can look out the window and see the same bullshit nowadays that I see, you know what I mean? You know, and it feels good, man, you know, being in 2018, coming up in April, you know, here we are, and, you know, this year's already flying by, and a lot of the things that I said last year, you know, I feel vindicated. I feel like, you know, really good about it, man, because, you know, a lot of the shit that I talked about last year is now happening. And, you know, maybe I'm not so crazy after all, huh? Maybe old Riff Raff isn't so nuts after all, huh? What do y'all think? It's a bit loose. Huh. Anyways. I don't really know what the hell I want to play first. Don't know what I want to play first.
Yeah, you can get a mortgage that avoids PMI, but there's no way to avoid MIP.
My hand's a little cold.
Rocket Mortgage.
My hand's cold, so this might be a pain in the ass. Baby, can you turn that fan off, please?
It is on.
Off.
Oh, off.
How's it sound out there? Does the drums need to come down? Does the guitar need to come up? How's it sound out there? See people popping out, so let me know. Let me know. Does the sound need to be adjusted? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Let me know out there. What's happening? How you doing? How you doing? How you feeling tonight? How's everybody feeling tonight, man? You got your popcorn? You got your bowls? You got your drinks ready? Speaking of drinks, wet my whistle here. I think the guitar might need to come up some, I'm thinking. Need to switch my background too. To a better background. It's good? Alright, so you say it's good? Sounds alright. Cool. Oh, wow. Lethal ninja weapon. You'll never want to encounter. That looks nasty. Where the fuck is my... Where's my shit, man? Where's my backgrounds? Oh, wow. I would love to see that. But we're not going to watch that right now. Where the fuck are my backgrounds? What the fuck is going on right there? Do I have to put it on? 1 fucking second. God damn it. You gonna really do this to me? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you make me look for this on my own? How dare you? Nah, that's what I thought. Don't make me look for it again. And let's turn this down. Sparking some flow over here. All right, so you like that hip hop? All right, hold on 1 second. So you like that hip hop, huh? Let's see what we can do for you. Play some G Herbo. Never heard of it. I'll actually look that up. That shit sounds interesting. G Herbo? G. Herb. O. What the fuck is this? Play it. My kingdom.
So if they adapt with this, you feel like I gotta be there for my mom. Smoking bow, 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 bow. I'm tweaking on the I was smoking back Murder one, first degree. We had to run in the streets. All my niggas resting in peace. Fuck it.
Whoa, that's fucking terrible. Alright. Back to the Bates. Ooh, let's play this one here. Hands warm now. The ham is warmed up. Little sour diesel for my brothers. Cheers, my friends. just having a bit of fun, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to my guitar, man. You know, I love talking politics and everything. I really do. I love talking about, you know, controversial topics, but, you know, this is my baby. I mean, I absolutely enjoy playing fucking guitar, you know, and it beats playing by myself, to be deadly honest with you. You know, sitting in my living room, just kind of like blasting away the guitar and stuff. It is a lot of fun, but it's so much more fun coming on here on the Playroom and having even one other person, you know, stop in and take a listen to my guitar is more than heartwarming. So just from my heart to yours, I really appreciate anybody that comes in and listens to me play guitar. So thank you very fucking much. So without further ado, let's get into some more music. That's what's up, man. Thanks, bro. So, let's get into something a little different. Yeah, I don't know if you'll like this. I want to try that. That's what we call the old two-finger shuffle. Take it off real quick and be like... Then you can split it out to these two fingers and it's like... You know, it's basically the same thing, you know? But anyways. Let me see. Let me see. A vegan. What up, brother? You like what I did there, huh? Yeah?
We need to hurry. His friend's a gorilla. You don't have to tell us. Sounds like fun.
Try not to get killed, okay?
Don't jinx it. Rampage, rated PG-13.
I'm gonna try and play something really weird here. Check it out. I don't know. We'll try this. Let me see. Zombie Queen, what's up? Hope you're enjoying that. Nice, so shall we listen to a little metal real quick and smoke a fat bowl because I feel like it. So here is some new metal that I've been dying to show my channel. Okay, I've showed it to all my friends and they loved it. I can't wait to show it to you. Hopefully you like it. It's new metal. I don't really know how to explain it. It's quite a lot to handle. It's an earful. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. It's a fucking earful. You know what I mean? It's jaw-dropping. It's mind-blowing. Super Dave! 4, 2. You already know the rest. But, it's a new type of metal that I've been dying to show everybody. Dying. But again, I warn you. Super Dave, I warn you, brother. I warn everybody. This is an earful. It's different. It's very overly processed. It's got a lot of sound effects. Trust me, it's got everything. Here we go. I'm gonna show it to you. 4, 2. You already know, bro. You already know. All right, shit. So here we go. Thank you, sir. Johnny P. The bat signal right up there, brother. That is, sorry, I told you, I warned you. Fatality in the building, brother. My good man. What's been up with you? Did you make love to this song, Fatality? No? Come on now. You can just see it now, right? No? I think it would be a lot of fun. Pretty wild, right? So, basically what you just heard, my friend, what you just heard is two of my favorite guitar players, Lucas Mann and Charles Caswell. Two amazing motherfuckers right there. And they're actually going to make a whole album that sounds like that. I can't fucking wait. I absolutely can't wait. So they're going to make a whole, and it's called Dingleberries or Dad's Berries or some fucking weird shit. I don't know. But anyways, it sounds amazing. I can't wait till it comes out. I'm super excited. Super excited, baby. If you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying. Hey, hey, baby, if you know what I mean. Hey, Walrus, what up? Ah. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about talking about Stormy Daniels. Ah, whatever. That story's gonna fall out of the fucking window pretty fast. No one's gonna care about that shit soon enough. Did the vegan shoot up YouTube with a potato gun? Best fucking joke I've heard, I think, all day, right there. Oh, my sweet Jesus. Kind of feel like playing on a Marth tune.
Apple CEO Tim Cook lets loose in the interview everyone's talking about.
If you were Mark Zuckerberg, what would you do right now?
Shoot myself. Between Buried and Me, Between the Buried and Me kicked ass last Monday. I don't know if I've heard them, Between the Buried and Me. Hey, hey, hey. So there was a shooting up in YouTube. Oh no, what do we do? I don't know, man, but AT&T broadband, CNN, AT&T broadband brought it to you better than any phony-ass Republican and his clan ever can. What? I'm just trying to kick you a message, but I don't think the message is tested. But understand, my friends, be blessed, man. I feel it in my heart. I feel it from the start. But everybody needs a friend to get by, to get high. Oh, and you already know the good vibes is coming at you at a steady flow. Oh yeah, you already know, you already know. Sour diesel up in my lungs, just having fun up in the guitar. I don't give a fuck if you don't like my hip-hop stuff. I sing it how I want it, flaunt it how I want it. I don't give a fuck about you and your problems. But you think I would? I got big ass ears to hear them. And perhaps I can steer them in a better direction so you could possibly make a better selection than the friends that you pick for protection. And that way you can have a dissection of that intersection that you get crossed up in. Ooh, called the playroom, man. And see if the playroom can make an adjustment, but I don't think it ever can. The people are too greedy, are too needy, are too envious and too jealous of each other to make that one of another, but put down that pride, to put down that ego, to put down that machismo. Oh, you can smell it. Oh, do you smell it? The machismo, I mean. It's all over the place. It's over there, it's over here, it's everywhere. I'm talking about the alpha male stench. And I can smell it. But we don't want no beta males for the soy boys, and the soy boys that come around making them soy boy toys, and the soy boys leaving the soy boy cups all over the street for us to walk around, get in our feet. And they're not biodegradable like they say they are. 25 years from now, after the earth shakes us off, you know what's gonna happen. We're all gonna be the same, mundane, special, unique snowflake, but you are not your Dockers, you are not your paycheck, you are not the job that you work. You are the all-seeing, all-dancing crap of what we call the social construct of the melting pot. Welcome, my brothers, welcome. Welcome to America, where we can be sold your dreams and given them back for a profit. Yes. Divided we stand, united I think not, but we tried anyway. And the bills are still gonna get paid. What kind of Schecter do I have? It's a Schecter Diamond Series. It's the Red Devil. Or She-Devil, I meant. Sorry. Schecter She-Devil. everyone, go check out Gaming King's live stream. He's the best.
See?
Oh, dude, are you friends with a real robot?
No, man, it's my service.
No, that's someone else. No.
Maybe you should switch to
Okay.
Switch to Boost and get a free Samsung Galaxy J7 perks with unlimited gigs. And enjoy 6 months of Hulu.
Going to bed, sweetheart?
Dancing on the beat.
I don't know if I like that beat as much as I think I do. You know what I mean? Kind of cool. Kind of cool. I think I could do a little better.
Know that cheesy grooves are chips. Ever since I was a little bird, I thought I'd grow up to be a cracker. Hate to break it to you, cheese, but thin and crunchy cheesy grooves are definitely one.
What up, man? What up? Just kind of practicing that one vibe, you know? It's like, it's kind of releasing that one vibe, you know what I'm saying? How you doing, man? How you good, bro? How you good? How you good? How you good, bro? I think I'm high. I think I'm high. I definitely am high. It's only gonna get worse, folks. It's only gonna get worse.
It's the final days of the big deal at Mattress Firm, with our lowest payments ever starting at just $9 a month.
Check this out. You're in the zone. I know, man. I'm feeling real good on the guitar right now. I don't know, man. I even keep playing the same beats over and over, and I'm not even noticing that. I'm just like doing my thing. Now let's try this over this. I'm done. I don't care if the beat don't end. That was pretty much it. Fuck are we gonna play now? I feel like I've done all this. I feel like I've done it all. Let's see. I'll play something different, I guess. Not quite sure what I want to play now. Play just about everything on here. Just feel like playing a bunch of different shit, I guess. Click this, then I'll click a different beat.
Cheese at Duos presents Cheese Loves Caramel Corn. My sticky little corny, my sweet little caramel moo.
Jesus, let's see what this sounds like. Excuse me. Swallow my own spit. Aggressive. Let's hear this shit.
They hear you. They want you. A Quiet Place is the scariest movie in years. Utterly ripped.
It's the scariest movie in years. And now, in a city where you must vote to survive, he had the balls to stand up to the Democrats. Listen to me. This is my voting booth. Nobody look at me as I'm voting. Come on. Look away. Only one man had the balls to stand up to the Democrats. Oh, shit. Let's hear this. So yeah, man, I went in, man. Where the hell was you? Where the hell was you, Priest? Man, I went off today.
And I really decided to
I
take
talked
a run
about all
making
kinds of
Brainiac
shit.
threatening in a, I guess, more horrific way. And that version of Brainiac did heavily influence.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. But I like it. It's a challenge to like test my speed. having a hard time catching that one. I can mimic it. A lot of these beats are fucking like, woo. But I like it. I like it. You know, it's tough. That's what I want. But, let's give my elbow a little bit of a rest, huh? Let's give my elbow a bit of a rest here. My hand.
Prepare your keep.
Dilly dilly! I have no idea. What was that metal song earlier? Are you talking about Amon Amarth? fun one. See, I kind of live around, I guess, anywhere from 80 beats per minute to about probably 140 beats per minute. That's where I live. That's where I live. You know, I can usually come up with some funky shit within that time frame. Yeah.
This bomb is armed. This bomb is mobile, and the identity of the triggerman is.
Oh, dingleberries? Yeah.
One of you.
Yeah, it's Rings of Saturn, Buried Alive. Okay, listen up. The two band names. There's two bands in this song. Okay, ready? So, Rings of Saturn and Buried Alive. It's the guitar player Lucas Mann and the guitar player Charles Caswell, and they're having a collab. And the first song that they've done so far is the Dads collab single. Dads, D-A-D-S, collabs single. Dads collab single. Let's give it a listen. It is a nasty little song. Yeah, but you know what? I want to listen to this one because this one's pretty cool too. Me too, bro. I like it a lot. That's what I aspire to be. I do the best I can. So Donald, I got something for you, big boy. Donald, you here, brother? Donald, you here, big guy? Give me a 1, man. Give me a thumbs up. Give me anything. You here, brother? I got something for you. So this is my favorite band's drummer. Hey, what up, what up? All right, cool. So check this out, Donald. You're gonna shit. All right, check it out. So this is Rings of Saturn drummer. Just check it out. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Natural selection. Let's watch this one.
Ready to do this, buddy? Rampage.
Come on, bitch. What is going on here? Are you experiencing difficulties? Sorry. Alright, dog. I love you, man. Peace out. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for listening to me play guitar. All that shit, bro. Have a good night, man. I mean, Jesus. Calm down over there, huh? Fucking calm the fuck down. Alright, so we've seen badass guitar players. We've seen badass drummers. Would you like to see some badass vocals? Trying to find like a... Huh. They don't have a video of him recording his voice, huh? Well, what the flippin' fuck? You're gonna tell me you're gonna goddamn tell me we gotta get a double bass drum pedal. Wow. You fucking ain't right. And that's a heel toe technique. I'm not sure if you've ever seen or heard of that. It's a heel toe where you're clicking your heel down. That's the first kick. Then your toe down. That's the second kick. So if you do it right, that's 4 kicks per foot. So you know what I'm saying? Heel toe, heel toe. You know, it's kind of weird to get used to it, but it's the heel toe technique. That's how you do it. But yeah. Man. Well, what the flying fuck? Hot for teacher. I'm just gonna play something from them then. Come on, bitch. I don't know why I just really like that fucking guy's voice, man. The new singer of Shokran is a decent singer now. Check him out. Hold on. Here it is. Pretty good vocalist. I ain't mad at that at all. That sounds pretty fucking sweet to me. Oh! You want to know? There's something else that I wanted to share. Hold on. I found a fucking sick-ass cover of Zombie. Check this out. Oh, what did I do? Did I put this in my like videos or... I can't remember. Yeah, check this out, dog. You might like this. Probably gonna go through it now. This song goes out to my boy Donald Doyle, man, because he's always singing this shit. Zombie, zombie, eh, eh, eh. This song goes out to you, my brother.
Child is slowly
silence, we must be mistaken. It's the same old theme in 2018. In your head, they're still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their guns and their drones. In your head, they are dying. Voice in your
Vegan sounds mad. It's true though. Apparently. Yeah, over views, over subs and monetization. That's the official story anyways. We'll see what other juicy facts pour out. I just love how everybody's so ready to just throw it out the window considering it doesn't fit the narrative. You know what I mean? Just drives me fucking crazy. But anyway, bros, I'm gonna go ahead and slip out of here and play some video games before it gets too late. It was awesome hanging out with you, bros. As always. You guys take it easy. Take it sleazy. I'm taking off. Have a great night.